Back in February of 2023, I got the biggest wake-up call of my life, literally and figuratively. My mom died. And if you're new here, that's the biggest reason I do what I do. Because memento mori, remember, you must die. So live a life that is truly and authentically yours. Let's talk about the power of prioritization first, okay? Because without priorities, you're living a very unfulfilling life. You're just living a life of instant gratification and anything that gives you instant pleasure, desire, all of those things, right? But desire can be good. Desire can be used to go after the things that you want, those big priorities. But here's the thing, you gotta figure out what they are, because you could just go through life and not know what the hell you're doing unless you take the time and take it seriously, okay? So how do you prioritize something? Well, you gotta break it down. And there's 3 different categories that you can choose from. You've got health, wealth, and relationships. And what you do is you just pick what's most important to you right now. Like, what is something that is really just not doing so great in your life? That's the one you really wanna prioritize, right? So like, let's say you don't have a lot of money right now. Think wealth, right? How can you make more money? What can you do to live a life where it's more comfortable and you're in a position where it's easy to make money and money comes to you very easily instead of working so hard for it and being broke and, that's not a good life to live, right? So prioritize wealth. And it could just be like the season of wealth where you say no to things that aren't aligning with your priority, right? That aren't aligning with wealth, that aren't aligning with going after what you really want. This will help you get way more done and it's gonna keep you focused. But the really big important thing here is to write down the tasks that need to get done in order for this to happen. So let's say you're not really happy with where you are with your job and you're miserable and it's just not pushing you forward. You don't see any potential for getting a raise, promoted. It's just kind of like a dead end, right? Well, do what it takes to find a new job. Write the things that you need to do down. That way you're simplifying it instead of having all this stuff in your head and overcomplicating it and overthinking it and analysis paralysis, right? Stop doing that to yourself. Make it easier. Just write down what you need to do, right? You have to work on your resume. You have to find places where you can submit your resume. Write those things down. Make it easier on yourself. When you can see it, your brain is going to be forced to figure out ways for it to happen instead of it being stuck in your head and you're just like thinking about it and pushing it off. Write it down, take it seriously, and prioritize it. And don't overcomplicate it. Like, don't give yourself so many tasks and so many priorities. That's why I said you pick one out of the 3 categories, health, wealth, and relationships, and you stick with that and you focus on that and focus on it for like 3 to 6 months or until you finally accomplish it, right? Don't put too much on your plate because you'll never get started. If you have so much going on, you're just overwhelming yourself. And it's such a big problem amongst a lot of us because we're so used to all these things going on around us, all this instant gratification, right? You gotta take yourself seriously and say, listen, brain, shut off. Let's focus on what's most important. What is the priority? What is going to move me forward and make me the happiest right here, right now? And if you have no priorities and you're just like, I don't know, this sounds dumb. Well, you're never gonna feel fulfilled. You're never gonna get anything done. If you don't prioritize things in your life, you will continue seeking instant gratification, right? You don't get things instantly with priorities. You have to work hard towards them. You have to have patience, self-control, and discipline in order to get things done and go after things in life. Things that come easily to you are just a slippery slope. It's just not going to lead to a very fulfilling life. You're going to end up eating too much of the tasty treats, right? That's instant gratification, not just your phone. And then you get fat and then it's harder to lose the weight and you kind of feel stuck there and it makes it a lot harder later on. So in order to protect yourself from that even happening, take your life seriously, prioritize things and really go after them in order to complete them. And next up, I want to talk about fun experiences because life isn't just about work and getting things done and priorities, right? Enjoy the time with the right people, okay? I really cannot stress this enough. If you do not enjoy spending time with people that you don't like, ask yourself, like, why am I doing this? Is this really the thing that I want to be doing, right? Are these the people that are inspiring me or are they kind of making me feel like shit about myself and like I don't really enjoy hanging out with them? Because I was you. I really did. I spent so many years of my life with the wrong people and it just took me so long to wake up to that, honestly. And thankfully, I was able to wake up to that and really get going. But like, if you're young, you're still in high school, you're still early in college, take this one seriously because like, those are the years where you can really get going. And a lot of people, when they hit like 25, they kind of give up on life, you know? And I'm really here, I want to help save you from that. A lot of people have a really difficult time snapping out of that. And when you're spending time with the right people, make sure you make the most out of that time. Take pictures of them. You can find any picture you want on the internet, right? You could search up the beach, a specific location, right? But you can't find you or a loved one in that picture. Spend more time with your loved ones. Hug them, tell them you love them, have meaningful conversations with them when you go out and you have these fun experiences with them. Really, like, take in everything that you can, because that's the thing. Like, I wish I could have pictures of my mom. I'm here to tell you, like, life is really short. You're going to regret it if you don't do it. Please just take pictures of your mom. If that's something that I wish I could tell my younger self. So that's why I'm here telling you, because I like to talk to you as if I'm talking to my younger self. I wish she could have knew this. I wish she could have did that, because I am left with not many pictures of my mom. Not many. So really take that one seriously. And let's talk about being mindful when you're with that person that you love, when you're eating certain foods, when you're going for a walk, anything that you do. Take the time to really appreciate what's going on around you. Smell things, see things, feel things. Like, use your body to connect with the world around you, and you are going to live a much happier life this way. Instead of thinking all these negatives, think more positively, be more mindful to the positive things in life, okay? Like how good something tastes when you're eating it, like what flavor it is, how crunchy it is, how salty it is. Just enjoy those things to the fullest, because when you do that, you really truly appreciate life more, and it makes it an easier and more enjoyable experience overall. And the reason I'm really saying this is because a lot of us live our lives on autopilot. You take the same exact route to get to work every day. Take the scenic route, right? Really take in some new surroundings. It's good for your brain too. Like, you can actually enhance the way your brain works by taking a different route to work instead of taking that same route, because when you're doing that, you're just shutting off any type of like logical thinking and like, well, which way do I have to go, right? You're gonna exercise your brain more. It's just a win-win, honestly. And you really can take in some new things, because that's the thing. Like, we wanna enjoy life to the fullest, right? We wanna really, truly enjoy what is going on around us. What do the leaves look like? What do the flowers look like? What does the grass look like? All the different seasons. And I know not everyone has the luxury of being able to do that. I do live in New Jersey, so I get every season, and I really truly love that. But there's something to be said about where you live, something that changes. Take it in more often, especially if it's only just a little bit, right? Just a little bit is better than nothing, okay? Once a week, just try it instead of taking that same route to work every day. Just try something different. And when you're going for walks, especially, I highly recommend you go for walks. Please, if you aren't going for walks, please, 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 just once a day. It's so important for your overall health. You're gonna feel so much better. And when you do that, be more mindful. Look up instead of down. Listen for the birds. Listen to the air. Just anything, the way that the air brushes against your skin. Just really, truly experience it instead of being on your phone or listening to music. Yes, we can go all the time and take in all of these different things, but really, that's hurting you. It's stopping you from truly shutting down and resetting your nervous system, because your nervous system is like fired up all the time and it's like constantly trying to react to things, if you're anything like me at least. So that's why I'm saying, just shut it off. Just shut it off. Let it reset. Let it refresh. Go for a walk at least once a day and be mindful to the best of your ability. Let's keep moving. Let's talk about building relationships. The more people you know, for the most part, is better, okay? When you can surround yourself with people that are inspiring you, not bringing you down, not belittling you, not people that are keeping you kind of stuck, right? You don't want those types of relationships. I'm talking about the people that really are good people. You know who they are. Spend more time with them, learn from them, grow with them. They have so many experiences, especially older people. I love talking to older people because they have lived a life. They have so many lessons to teach you, and they just know so many different things. Honestly, they've got the best stories, and that's what I'm all about. I love listening to other people's stories because you can learn so much from a story. Storytelling has been around for so long. Like, that's one of the first ways of communication between humans. So that's what's cool about people who've lived a long life. They've got so many stories to tell you. And I know it's difficult. I know there are times where you just don't want to be around people. Like, it's hard. I get it. I'm such an introvert too. Like, I totally get it. But stop. Please stop secluding yourself from the world. It's only hurting you. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to build relationships with people and really get to know them better and get to hear their stories and let them teach you things and learn and grow with them, give value to them and reciprocate the value, okay? All you have to do is just start off with a compliment if it's a stranger. This is actually how I built a really strong relationship with the post office worker. I run a business and I have package pickups, right? So she comes by and she talks to me. And the first time I ever talked to her, I was really shy. I was really nervous. I was like, what do I say, you know? And I was just like, her hair was pretty. Like, she had dyed it this pink color. And I thought it was so cool. I was like, she's so brave for doing that, because a lot of people, they're too scared to do it. I actually had dyed my hair completely purple. So I complimented her on her hair. I said, I love your pink hair. It's so pretty. And she was going back and forth with me. And I was telling her that I had dyed my hair purple. And we just had a long conversation and really got to know each other. And she would do me more favors this way too, which was really cool. When you are able to compliment somebody and really make their day, it makes them feel good and they feel like they owe you something. And that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not saying to do that for the sake of getting something in return. Like, try to do it. Like I always say, strive to make somebody else's day better. Do something today that can make somebody else's day a little bit better, right? Don't expect anything in return. But it is pretty neat that, like, as humans, we just do that. So that's another reason why, like, step out of your comfort zone and do it, because you may get something really cool in return. But don't expect it. Never, ever expect it. That's not the reason you should be doing it. The reason you should be doing it is to feel better about life, to feel good within yourself, and to do good in this world for others. And some ways that you can make other people's day better, simply and easily, right, is to just hold the door, smile, wave at people. Those little things go such a long way. And if they don't smile back, never take it personally. They might be going through something. Maybe their mom died. You just never freaking know. So don't ever assume anything. And instead, feel good about doing good and being good, being a better person, because there's a lot of negativity in this world. And if each and every one of us can do one simple thing every single day to make someone else's day better, that's gonna make a big difference, okay? And the last thing I wanna talk about is growing and learning. Because the more you learn, the more you earn. When you learn things, not only do you earn more money, but you earn more knowledge. You're going to be able to do more for yourself, right? You're gonna be able to take care of yourself more. There's gonna be things that you can teach to others and help others. I'm such a firm believer in being a leader, leading to help others so we can all do better in this world, so that there is hope for this world. When you are able to help other people, it's going to help make for a better future. It can help give you that hope. It can help you believe that there is hope when you see change in this world. And it's really sad, honestly, because a lot of people stop reading after high school. Like, they won't read a book. As soon as they're graduated high school, that's it. It's over. It's done. And that is so freaking depressing. Like, that should make you sad. So do something about it. Instead of seeking instant gratification, right? Prioritize making a better world here, telling people to pick up a book, suggesting a book, talking about books, right? We can make a difference. The more we talk about things, the more things can change. And if you're really vibing with my message, be sure to give this a like so that this video can get spread out to more people, so more people can have a better life and spend it wisely instead of just wasting it away. Because that's the biggest thing, honestly. That's the biggest thing that really freaking depresses me, is seeing how so many of us are getting sucked into our phones. I was at Barnes & Noble the other day, and this girl was just like scrolling away. She almost walked into me. I was like, I want better for this world. I want us to be better. I want to do better and I want to be better. And the only way to do that truly is to keep talking about it, to keep saying that this is a problem and it needs to get fixed. And never stop reading, honestly. There's so many people, like I said, they stop reading when they're done with high school, right? Never stop reading. Always have something that you're reading, even if it's just a little bit. I'm talking 1 to 2 pages. I don't care. Something is better than nothing. Always. That is something I hope that I can always leave you with, that something is better than nothing. Just doing something every single day, because the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more you're gonna want to do it and get better at doing it, right? Read before bed. Read when you have time to just sit down and relax and eat, like on your break at work. Instead of having your phone, have a book instead. Seriously, make that a good habit. Make it enjoyable. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Read what you love, and you will love to read. Always. Never read something that you're not interested in until you fully have that good habit in place. Okay? And a really great way to learn something and really absorb everything that you're learning way faster is to listen to it while you're reading it. Get the audiobook if you can, and don't be stingy about it. Don't have that scarcity mindset. Do the best that you can for yourself. Make it easier to read. Listen while you're reading. I swear by this. And there's so many people out here saying it because it really is some new thing that came out that people are like, yes, this works, right? It's not just me. Your brain will absorb the information that you're reading. When you're reading nonfiction, right? It'll absorb it like a freaking sponge. It's so cool. And the more you do that, right, the more easier it gets. So just start. And listen, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I want you to make mistakes. I want you to fail fast. Get down and dirty with it and make every single mistake that you can. That is how you learn. You don't start off as an expert. You're always going to start off as a newbie. You never know what you're gonna do, right? You never know how things are gonna work out, but you do it anyway. You keep going until you get better at it. And that's what I want you to do. Instead of being too afraid to make mistakes and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. Yeah, you are gonna make a fool out of yourself, and then you're gonna get better. And then you're gonna be like, damn, I'm so glad I went through that, and I'm so glad that I got better, and you're gonna be so damn proud of yourself. Live a life that you can feel proud of yourself, and you can look back at your track record, baby, and you can be like, I did all of these things. It's a fulfilling life. That's the best life you're ever gonna live. I promise you that. And listen, if you've got big goals, or let's say you want to start a business, girl, I can help you. I have a business and it is thriving. I have an online business. It's called Lucid Living Co. You can look it up. I've got a website. I've got Instagram. I have what it takes to help you if you want to get going with your business. Or if you've got a big juicy goal that you want to tackle and you're just afraid, you don't know how to get started, I can break it down. I can give you a game plan and we can get you moving forward, all right? Scroll down right now, click on the top link in the description, and let's work together. And I'll see you next time, all right? Bye for now.